Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we have this. I'm excited to present it to you. It only came last night, so here it is. Anyone recognize this? Or online maybe, or in Facebook you have seen it, or some YouTube videos you have seen it. So now it's our turn to present it to you. So this is the 164 Mitsubishi Fuso truck car transporter. So this is basically a car carrier. So it is produced in 1970. The tractor head is in 1970. So actually the trailer, most trailers car carrier, the design hasn't changed much. It's basically the same. This collection of a group of collection of framework, metal framework. So now we'll open it. Make a detailed look. Let's take a detailed look. This one is quite light. I don't know if the transporter itself, the trailer is die-cast. Let's see. Anyway, we'll find it out. Okay. For its price point, it is reasonable. Because if it's DCP, it will go more than $100. Wow. So the framework is basically plastic. So it's resin, plastic. So it's very detailed. These are flexible plastic wires there. Let's see if there's any working feature or movable surfaces. I don't think there's anything. Only the wheels are independently mounted. No axle, no center axle. So they roll independently. These are rubber wheels. The ramp is just fixed. So no movable features. Even the landing gears are fixed. This doesn't work, of course. It's just fixed. There's a separate part piece. It's a rubber wheels also. These are separate piece. This is a clear amber. This one is from DD models, huh? Okay. But it's just a nice addition to our line of collection on trucks and trailers. Now let's get over to the tractor head itself. Okay, so this one is plastic. Wow, look at that degree of turn of that positionable front wheels. But look at the detail, huh? Look at the detail of this, the undercarriage. So you can see the propeller shaft from the engine to the transmission housing to the rear axle, the middle axle, but this one is a dead one. So it means it's only the middle axle only has the drive. Otherwise, there's another propeller shaft going here, but this one is a dead axle, only a support. Anyway, it only carries light to medium weight of cars. Mostly this one is used for Japanese cars. So Japanese cars are from K cars to mid-size sedans. Okay, so the tractor head is, of course, this should be die-cast. The paint surface is excellent. These are separate pieces. This is a chrome, what you call this, front grille houses that houses the headlights, separate headlights. These are separate piece put together. This one a separate piece also. The side mirrors are also separate piece. This is a sealed cabin. It means what I'm trying to say is this one is a glazing, window glazing. There's a group of wipers, three of them. This one is also a separate piece. The overhead lights, cabin lights, turn signals are also separate piece. Nice script. This is photo etch material. Even the Mitsubishi logo, you can see. I'll try to close it up. Now where's my, anyway, fifth wheel is fixed. It's made of plastic. This one has a center axle, so they roll together. I like the way this front wheel turns. It's really realistic. There's also a separate wheel here. A spare, it's also rubber wheels. I saw one defect. This one. And maybe we can, maybe due to the packaging. Anyway, we can rectify that. We'll straighten it out. Oh, why this is not good? See the clearance. How can we put this? The fifth wheel is so far back that we cannot hitch the trailer itself. Let's try again. Okay, it's a very small clearance. Okay, so it's really tight, huh? Okay, just wait a moment. Okay, so we're back again. Yes, sorry about that. One guy came in. Okay, I thought this one will not work, but it's just that the clearance between the front end, no, rear end of this truck to the trailer is, it's really that the gap is small, but it works perfectly. Well, I guess, you know, just to save space, so they have to do that. The streets of Japan is, um, it's not as big as the US. It's only small. So you can see this is a JDM truck, only intended for Japan market. You can see that this is a right-hand drive. So in Japan it's right-hand drive, right? Just like in India and the UK, they are right-hand drive. I think Singapore also. Yeah, Singapore. Hong Kong or Singapore. Yeah, they are right-hand drive. So for its price point of about $50, including shipping and handling, this is okay. You cannot compare it to those American brands like Specas or Diecast Promotion. They are really, around more than 100 US dollars, and the material is really, heavy diecast construction. If you are a serious collector of trucks, this is a welcome addition, a fine addition to your line. For me, I also like this. Actually, there are two colors of this. There is one color. The tractor head is white, and the trailer behind is red. I got this blue one, midnight blue, because for the I think this is one for a change, because most of my trucks are in red or orange, and we still don't have this. I have blue also, but we don't have this color yet. Okay, let's see. I brought in some Mitsubishi because this is some Mitsubishi Fuso. I brought in some JDM cars from Tomica Limited. Of course, it has to be Mitsubishi. So let's see, one at a time. Okay, we have the Lancer. This one is from Konami. So it has suspension. Now how? This should be in the real thing. This one is coming down. So this one is not working. So I just put it here. Okay. Wow, it sits nicely, huh? And the old Mitsubishi Galant. Ooh, the ramp is coming off. Okay, so it slides nicely. And of course, this one is the Mitsubishi Colt Galant. that. So you can see how you can we'll make a close up. Okay, so you can see how narrow is the entryway. This because of the wheels. Usually in some other car carriers, this one is like a hump, nah? It's over the wheel. This one is the wheel is on the side. So only JDM cars would fit. American cars probably will have a hard time coming in, or those wide hip sports cars, modern sports cars, they will not fit. Let's see if this Galant Lambda. In my country, this is called Lambda. Okay, so this is the Galant Eterna. Okay, I have two. One is in. Actually, they have a different trim. You can see this one has a twin round headlights. This one is rectangular flush headlight, but the body is the same. Okay. Even the tail lights are different, but I think I prefer this one. Okay, we'll put it on top. This one also. I think I need some. Okay. I think I may need to put some wheel chocks over here so it will not fall off. See that? It's falling. Especially Tomica is, they roll, they really roll. Okay, so it's full laden. I wonder if a van can fit inside this. Let's see. I'll take one van from, but this one is from Toyota. Okay, so let's see if this Hi-Ace van will fit. A Town Ace, Toyota Town Ace wagon. This one is the LVN104. Okay, this is how you open boxes. You use a ruler. Metal one is good because they are stiff. So you don't have to, usually boxes they have tear here. They will get torn. Okay, let's see if it fits inside. So this one is have a high roof. Let's see if it fits inside. Oh, wow, look at that. Some magic of 64. So I can put I have three more like this, but they are in different color. I'll have a close up. How is that? Huh? Beautiful. Okay. Let's try another one. Another one van. Let's see if it fits. Oh. Might want to get out. Okay. Let's try this one. I believe I have shown you this some time ago. Let's okay. Today we're gonna bring it out again. Oh, I think this is way too high already. I don't think it will fit. But the regular van, I think I have a regular van like this. Will fit. I think it will fit. But this one, no. The clearance is the high roof will not make it. It will get damaged. Okay, that's it, guys. And thank you for indulging with me. I'll see you again. See you again next time. Keep watching and keep up for more unboxing and review. Thank you. Bye.